Hello students, welcome to the class 11th, chapter 6, concepts of cost, microeconomics. Today we will discuss the relation between AC and MC. What are the relations between the AC and MC? Both the MC and AC are calculated from TC, that is AC equal to TC by Q and MC equal to delta TC by delta Q, or MC equal to TC and minus TC and minus 1. So this is the main relationship between TC and MC, and the first relationship is can be explained with the help of a diagram. Here is the y-axis, here is the x-axis, and y, x, and o. We can depict the diagram in this way. This is the AC curve, and this is the MC curve. MC. You can draw it in the another color. In this way, we can draw a diagram of MC and AC. The first relationship between MC and AC is the when AC falls, MC curve is below AC curve because MC is less than AC. When AC falls, MC curve is below the AC curve. Below the AC curve, and this is due to the MC is less than AC. This is the first relationship, and the second relationship is the when AC is minimum and constant, then MC curve cuts AC curve, or MC equal to AC. When AC is minimum and constant, then MC curve cuts AC curve, or MC equal to AC. AC is at its minimum and the rising MC is cutting at AC's minimum point. That is, when AC is at minimum, the rising MC will cut it at its minimum point, and after it, MC is greater than the AC. MC is rising fast and AC is slow. That is the third relationship. When AC is rising, MC curve is above AC curve because MC greater than AC. Here MC is greater than AC. Here MC equal to AC, and in this area MC is less than AC. This is the third relationship. And fourth relationship, both AC and MC are U-shaped curves because of application of law of variable proportions. Both the curves are looking like a English alphabet U because of the application of the law of variable proportions. This is the fourth relationship between AC and MC. And the fifth relationship, since MC declines faster than AC, it reaches its lowest point earlier than AC. Hence, MC starts rising even when AC is falling. And sixth relationship, both AC and MC are derived from TC. Both the MC and AC are derived from the TC according to this formula. This is the main relationship between the TC and AC and MC. In this way, we have considered the relationship between AC and MC. Let us consider the relationship between TC and MC. What is the relationship between TC and MC? Relation between TC and MC. Here is the diagram. This is the TC curve, y-axis, x-axis, O, and here is the MC curve. Let us see what is the relationship between TC and MC. The first relation, when TC increases at diminishing rate, the marginal cost declines. Marginal cost declines increasing at diminishing rate. The TC MC is declining. Second relation, when TC increases at constant rate, MC becomes minimum and constant. When TC increases at constant rate, MC becomes minimum and constant. This is this area, minimum and constant. And third relation is the when TC increases at increasing rate, MC increases at increasing rate, MC is also increasing. These are the relationships between TC and MC and relation between AC and MC. In this way, the relationship between various cost concepts have been considered. Let us consider the time element in the theory of cost. Time element in the theory of cost is that very short period and long period. In the very short period, the fixed cost and variable costs cannot be changed if the demand of the product is going to increase at any cost. So this is called very short period, and in the short period the demand can be, supply can be increased by increasing the variable factor, but fixed factor will be constant, it cannot be changed. And in the long period, there is no fixed cost, all costs are variable, all variables can be changed for increasing the production. These are the time element of the cost concepts. Now, in this way, we have completed the chapter 6. Next day, we will consider the new chapter, that is concepts of revenue. Rest is well. Thank you.